What are your short-term and long-term goals?
Probably to finish year 12 and I don't know, get a successful job.
How are you preparing yourself to achieve them?
Trying to do the best I can probably in my last year, while keeping a good balance in life.
How do you manage your school and social life?
Um, get my schoolwork done first and then do whatever I need to do after it, pretty much.
How many hours do you spend studying?
A day?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2?
2 hours?
Yeah.
What factors affect your well-being?
I don't think anything does right now. Not anything that's got to do with school anyways. So, yeah.
How are you handling the current workload?
Pretty good. Year 12 isn't too bad. There's not much actual homework. It's more just assignments and exams.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would your stress level be?
0.
How well do you manage your subjects? Do you spend more time on a certain subject?
No, I try to even it out most of the time. So,
What are your goals for the future?
not sure. Hopefully, get the job I want to get. And the 8 I want to get.
Are you getting a full 8 hours of sleep?
Yes.
What is your ATAR goal?
About a 70 mark.
70? How do you maintain stress?
By keeping a balance throughout, like my lifestyle. So social life, training, school, keeps me good.
What are your short and long-term goals?
Short-term goals would probably be like getting HSC done, doing well in it, and long-term goals would probably be getting my dream job and getting married and having kids and stuff.
How are you preparing yourself to achieve them?
Probably just doing my best and going with the flow, really.
How do you manage your school and social life?
I have to say no a lot to social life, but I'm always making sure that I'm still going out while still doing work.
How many hours do you spend studying?
Each night I'd probably say 4 hours. I just try not to overdo it because my head would just go frilly and then I'd get stressed and then I'd be like, nah, I can't do it anymore.
What factors affect your well-being?
Probably spiritual and social. So like my religion being sort of like what I fall back on, and then having friends, it just relieves all the stress.
How are you handling the current workload?
It's all right. I just try not to overdo it because then I'd start to stress and then I won't get anything done. So I just don't stress.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would your stress level be?
I'd probably say 5. I try not to overdo it.
How well do you manage your subjects? Do you spend more time on a certain subject?
Yeah, I'd probably spend most of my time on, say, legal and art. It just takes so much effort. And it's just, compared to other stuff, it has a lot more content.
What are your goals for the future?
Probably like getting a good job, then opening up, say, my own law firm, and then having a family. Yeah.
Are you getting a full 8 hours of sleep?
No, definitely not.
What is your ATAR goal?
I'd probably say 85 to a 90. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
What are your short-term and long-term goals?
My short-term goals, first of all, I like to do well my trial exams, make sure I study well, and then long-term, I want to graduate, get a good ATAR and go to uni.
How are you preparing yourself to achieve them?
Studying at least 2 hours a day if I can, preparing for assignments and like assessment tasks beforehand, not leaving to last minute.
How do you manage your school and social life?
I leave my social life to the weekends, and then during the school days, I try to work as much as I can.
How many hours do you spend studying?
Well, it depends how much things I have during that week, so it will range between 1 hour and a half to around 3 hours. And weekends, usually like 5 hours at least, because it's like a full day.
What factors affect your well-being?
Time management, organization. Yeah,
How are you handling the current workload?
I'm handling it pretty well because year 11 was more, I reckon. Year 12 is like you've already experienced it like the year before, so yeah,
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would your stress level be?
6 or a 7.
How well do you manage your subjects? Do you spend more time on a certain subject?
Yeah, my practical subjects I obviously do because it's more assignments than studying for theory exams and stuff.
Are you getting a full 8 hours of sleep?
Well, I try to. Sometimes I don't because sometimes I can't fall asleep too late, or I like go through my messages and stuff. But yeah,
What is your ATAR goal?
75 to 80. Because the higher you go, the like more chances you have at getting your own course in uni.
How do you maintain stress?
I take breaks between studying, so 45 minutes, 15-minute break.
Who offers you support with your stress?
My friends, because they're obviously going through the same thing as you, and teachers as well. Like, you can always ask them questions.
What are your short and long-term goals?
Short-term goals to graduate school and long-term goals to become a licensed builder.
How are you preparing yourself to achieve these goals?
Studying hard and being with licensed carpenters.
How do you manage your school and your social life?
5 days a week for school, studying 2 hours a night, and the weekends for my social life.
How many hours do you spend studying?
2 to 2.5 hours.
What factors affect your well-being?
Maybe social, because I'm always around good friends at work and at home and at school.
How are you handling the current workload?
Taking it on well, I'd say. It's enough work to keep you going.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate your stress level?
About 7.5. I'd say I'm not that stressed, but the work that you get is stressful.
How well do you manage your subjects? Do you spend more time on a certain subject?
Maybe the subject with the most content, so legal and business, rather than construction, which is more practical.
What are your goals for the future?
To become a licensed builder and just be known around the area for being very well in my business and having a lot of jobs coming up.
Are you getting a full 8 hours of sleep?
Yes.
What is your ATAR goal?
70 to 80.
How do you maintain stress?
By just knowing that once you finish, it's all going to be over.
Who offers support with your stress?
Maybe teachers at school and the work managers, they will tell you that you can overcome these barriers.